Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is another three-way video, a multi-perspective video, and you're looking at the T100LT, the Tier 10 Soviet light tank, and that's being commanded by Backstabber the Great, and his waifu is in the STB-1 BearFace, and I'm in the T92 HMC, the Tier 10 American SPG with a 24cm gun. And you can see that Backstabber is moving straight into the swamp as fast as he possibly can because he wants to get good spots on the enemy, and it all depends on where you are. Now watch closely because you will find this very useful in your game in the future. He's backing into the bush, he's nicely hidden, and just look at that, a T100 LT went straight past him and never even saw him, yet he's spotting him. And his sixth sense must have gone off the moment he was spotted. He's gone straight to the ramp, and our Rheinmetall Borsig Panzerwagen rather has actually gone in to try and take him out, and that's causing Backstabber to move, change position slightly. He's just spotted another T100 LT behind him there, and he's just altering his position to stay covered. All his reference points are within the bush. No chance that they're going to see him unless they get too close. And that's what he's changing position for, to stop them proximity spotting him. Okay, well that T100 is also heading for the ramp. You can see one of them's on the ramp already. And I'm in a position to shoot at that T100 LT. And I'm going to give it a go. I'm actually in reload at the moment. But you can see that Backstabber's already picked up 348 hit points of spotting assist off the T100. He's changing position again. Amazing how he can do this without actually getting spotted. There's a 268 on the ridgeline up above him, and he's spotting these guys down in the swamp. Enemy all around him, and none of them can see him. He's right in their midst. Just watch that T100 LC. He's popping up to take a look, and he just got whacked by me for 277, was it? Yes, it was 277 spotting. And he spotted another enemy. Yes, this time it's a TVPT 5051 up there on the ridgeline. And he's unloading his shells at this moment. But again, he's been spotted, which means that he can be hit. There's two Arty on our team, so obviously either myself or the other Arty are going to be taking particular attention to him, as well as to that T100 LT, who I think the one on the ramp has actually been taken out, so he's gone. But he's getting in spotting assist all this time. He's got 1,500 of spotting so far. He's spotted an M48 pattern. He's highlighting him and a griller. All these enemy are being targeted. And yes, damage is going in. Look at that, 1,615 hit points of spotting on the gorilla alone. And he's now racked up just under 4k of spotting, sitting in a bush right in the middle of the swamp. None of the enemy can see him, and it looks almost as if one of his reference points is out of the bush, but no, he's actually fully within, but he hasn't been spotted yet. Oh, now he has. Now he has to motor out of there quick, because once he's been spotted, he is a target for them. And you can see he's actually moving quickly to... Oh, took around there from the Object 140, who's actually close to that cliff. But he's moving through the water, through the swamp, and he's getting out of the way of the enemy so that they can do some damage to him. Whoa, trying to climb the rock there. I think he couldn't see it because of the bush, but it didn't cause any problems because he's still active. That's a brilliant bit of spotting there. 4.6k of spotting. Now, he wasn't looking where he was going there because he was actually aiming at the 268, who just suddenly went down. Okay, is he going to go back into the swamp? I think he's now aiming at the T100 LT in the swamp. Can he get a shot? Yes, he does. 323. Now, he's got a 100mm gun on this tank. 300 alpha. 230 penetration with standard APCR. It's the tank which also has AP as its premium ammo. And he's gone back into the swamp because the tanks up on that heights have now been taken out. and that TVP cannot see him, but he can see the TVP and puts a round into him. Now, can he get another shot in to finish him off? Oh, and the kill goes into the 277. So we're 5 tanks up on the enemy now. And you can see my Arty rounds arcing through the sky towards that IS-7. I was actually trying to help BearFace survive at that time. Now you'll see the other replays from BearFace and then from myself a short while later. There's another round coming in. That one was from me as well. And there's an Object 261 over here, the enemy Arty. And I think he's about to get a rude awakening. You've been spotted, sunshine. No, he's not taking any interest whatsoever. Now he's trying to run, but it's a bit late because you are going. Yep, I don't normally laugh if an Arty gets killed because I'm an Arty player. But that was funny because he was the enemy Arty and he just wasn't paying any attention. And there's the T92 HMC, the enemy Arty. And he's just been hit and now he's dead. Unfortunately, we did take some damage from him. He did get a shotgun in for 583 hit points. And that's reduced Backstabber to half his hit points left. But he's found a target for me. Yes, it's an FE4005 ship barn. And he's actually passed this information over TeamSpeak to me. And I'm now targeting that tank. Found him. Okay, shell's about to come. Incoming! Bang! A shell goes in. A massive 1,277 hit points of damage from one T92 shot. And he puts in a shell for good measure. Now he can take the kill. Or is somebody else going to seize that kill? He's almost ready to go. He's got his ammo rack damaged at the moment and his repair kit's on cooldown. Oh, and the kill goes to the Conqueror gun carriage. But that's it. That's the end of the game. Wow, look at that shotgun from the T92. It went right over the top of the turret. Well, here as promised is the replay from BearFace's point of view. She's in the STB1, the tier 10 Japanese premium. Well, it's not a premium. No, it's a medium. It is a medium, not a premium. Yep, it's got a 105mm gun. It's capable of doing 360 alpha and penetrating 258mm of armor. And you can see that BearFace is rushing over to the other side of the map, the north end. Oh, she just spotted a T100LT, and Backstabber actually also carried on spotting that guy afterwards, but she was seen herself at that moment. She's trying to get a shot on him, but didn't get one on this occasion. Now, as you know, Backstabber's in the middle of the swamp and nobody can see him. He's actually sitting in those bushes quite comfortably and spotting that T100LT and the other enemies that are around him. Okay, well, she's moving further along to the east and there's an Object 140 up ahead of her and he's managed to get into the northeast corner, but I think he's gone a bit too far because that is an IS-7. And yeah, he's decided to pull back, and so is BearFace, because, yep, they're outmatched by that guy, so they need to get away from him as quickly as they can before he uses his gun on them and takes them down. The Object 140 is a good medium tank, but he really doesn't want to go face to face with an IS-7 if he can help it. So BearFace is pulling back to her previous position. Yeah, and she's just going to see if she can kneel this tank because it's got the hydro pneumatic suspension and get shots on that T100LT. She bounced around off him. She's got an Object 268 up on the cliff. Oh, she gets one into him and a high roll. He's backing off. She didn't try a second shot. T100LT is using that ramp. Oh, she was just seen and hit by the T100LT that came down. I suspect that it was probably the one actually that was on the ramp rather than the one that was hidden down below. But she's looking in that direction to see if she can get shots on that T100. Nothing in sight, and she's got her rear exposed there, so she's had to pull in. Yep, somebody's trying to hit her, and I think it might be that TVP T5051. It's a little one further up the cliff, and she's trying to dash away, And you saw rounds hitting the ground, so he just bounced around from the TVP, that one tractor. And she managed to repair it and get round the corner. Okay, so she's in safe position here. And now she's spotting that M48 pattern that Backstabber managed to see down in the swamp. And she's got a shot on him. She takes it, but doesn't get that one through. Reload time 5.74 seconds. Tries again, and I think that shot came in from me because, yeah, he's now exhibiting stun. And she gets the shot into him. 343, that's a low roll. Tries another one for the engine bay and gets it. 391, that's a high roll. That TVP's moved up, and there he is. And she ricocheted off his front. I think he tried to have a go at her too. She's playing peekaboo with him. Oh, he keeps popping out. He bounced around off her front. You know that clunk sound as the rounds ricochet away. In fact, it may have been off her turret. There's the M48 pattern trying to get away. She got 348 hit points off him. Low roll. That TVP's still there on that corner though. And the IS-7, well, he's sitting up above and he's just taken out our mouse. Or was it the mouse? No, it was actually a ship barn, an FV4005 that got the kill. So we've got a ship barn up there somewhere taking pot shots. Now she's moving up. Oh, E100 has suddenly appeared, and I think he came out the dip. So she has got somebody basically behind her. There's an Arty round coming in there on the E100. And I'm pretty sure that she was communicating this to me at the time. She keeps poking around the corner. The E100's not there yet, but there's a 60 TP. And he's moving across as if he doesn't know she's here. She puts one into him, but it tracks him. And he's looking. Oh, no. Gets killed. Kill goes to our TVP, but the E100 has now moved up. And she's in a bit of a pickle because she's had to book around this corner to get away from that E100, and she takes her round from that ship barn. Yep, 668 hit points, and she lost the loader. Now, she's put the loader back in, and she's managed to recover without using the repair kit. Now, the E100 is still poking that corner, and he's taking damage at this moment, but he just took out our TVP. She pokes around the corner, puts one into his tracks, goes for it again. Wait for the reload. He's still loading, and she gets one in. 388, a high roll. Yep, that E100 is a very dangerous beast though. And oh, if he tries to poke around that corner, she needs to be somewhere else. There's only 4 enemy left now. Only 4. Hubby's just taken out the one of the Arty, the Object 261. There's a T92 and he's just found that one. Oh, she takes her round from the IS-7, 552. This leaves her on only 458 hit points. Here comes the E100. She tries to get one in, but unfortunately bounces off at the wrong angle. I think she's going to have another go. Yep, she tracks him. But he's repaired the track and he... Oh, yes, that was painful. And so we switch straight away to Backstabber, and he's about to take out that FV4005. I'm about to hit him with an Arty round. Yeah, that was a direct hit. 1,277 hit points of damage from a 24 centimeter shell. And Backstabber managed to get a round into him as well. It's a low roll though, 283. Can he get another one in before he gets killed? He's still stunned. He's looking this way, but I'm not sure he can get a shot. And the Conqueror gun carriage finishes him off. So that's the end of the game. All the enemies are now dead. Now we'll look at the perspective from the Arty's point of view. And here is the battle from my perspective. I'm in the T92 HMC, the Tier 10 American SPG, and I've got a 24 centimeter howitzer as my main armament. Battle started. Backstabber goes off into the swamp, and BearFace is headed off to the north end. I'm headed for the back of the map. Yep, I'm afraid I'm going to sit in the northwest corner alongside the Conqueror gun carriage. You can see there's the Tier 10 British Arty, with a fantastic parabolic curve on that Arty. It's really a good shooter, but unfortunately I am incredibly slow because this Arty is actually based on the hull of the T26E3, which is the Eagle, the tier 7 American medium tank. And so it's very slow because it's carrying a huge weight. That howitzer is very heavy indeed, so there's a good chance I might be spotted if I'm not careful and get into cover quickly. Well, I'm over the edge, so I don't think they're going to spot me now unless they look for the tracer. And you saw a round coming in there. I think that was an enemy Arty round. Pretty sure it was. But I'm now into a firing position and looking for the enemy. Now I'm trying to hit that T100 LT who's on the ramp. You can just about make out Backstabber the Great in the background. And there's that T100 LT. I'm trying to get a shot on him. Lining him up for one. Just need him to stay still long enough. Oh, that round just missed him. Okay, now pulling back a bit just to avoid counter battery at this moment, just in case the enemy was watching. But I've also got a very long reload, 39.59 seconds. Yes, it's absolutely huge, the reload time. And I'm going to go to the very back and see if I can loop shells over this hill into that T100 LT in the gap. Well, I'm gone as far back as I can, and no, I'm going to go a bit further. I'm actually backing up as much as I can, still loading, and I've got a red line, which means I can't get a shot in. No, there's no shot. Red line. Oh, and I tried a shot anyway, and I got 555 hit points off that T100 LT. So he's felt my wrath, but unfortunately I didn't get a kill shot. Now I'm going to try again, waiting for the reload to go through. And there goes the Conqueror gun carriage, having another shot as well. And he goes down eventually to the Progetto 65, which means now I can swap positions and move to assist BearFace, who was actually at that moment retreating from an IS-7 and requesting help. Backstabber was in such a good position in the swamp, he really didn't need my help. And that was amazing. And I've just spotted the M48 pattern. Remember, we saw that in the previous replay from BearFace. He was making his way along the cliff edge. I fired a round in, just onto his rear for 475. He's been stunned. And that's a shell going in from BearFace at this moment. And he's trying to get away. That's another one from BearFace, I think. And, oh, we just noticed there the Object 140 went down. He was taken out by a number of enemy tanks. It was the Object 268 that was actually on the cliff top who actually got him. So I've changed position to try and open the angle, see if I can get a shot on some of these guys who are harassing BearFace. And there's the TVP T5051. He's sitting on that corner. And the Conqueror gun carriage just fired a round in and hit him, because he got a direct hit, no explosion. So obviously the TVP is now missing most of his hit points. He's only got 28% left. And I think my splash must have contributed some to that damage. We'll see that in the end of battle results to see exactly how much I did to him. But okay, we're switching targets. What else have we got out there that I can hit? Well, not a lot at the moment. And you can see that Backstabber has now moved away from the swamp. He's down in the south. I'm changing position yet again. Only a few seconds to go before I'm loaded, but I need to help if I can BearFace, because she's facing that E100, a 60 TP and the TVP. Now going over to this corner. Oh, and just checking. Yeah, now can I switch and get a shot on that? No, from this position I haven't really got a shot. There's BearFace. The 60 TP goes down. I'm moving forward to see if I can get a bit closer. I don't want to go too close because they might actually see the top of my vehicle. You're not completely safe in this gap. And there's the E100. And you can see the BearFace went round the corner and she got hit by that shot from the ship barn. I'm trying to get a shot in the E100. I'm looking for that IS-7. BearFace was telling me there's an IS-7 up there and a ship barn. And I'm looking for the spot. There he is. There's the I-7. Rounds out. and 435 hit points from him. And then Backstabber's found the 261. He's going after that. I marked the target. Yep, there you go. Mark the target. He's just taken a shot, so he's unloaded and he's trying to run away, but Backstabber's got him. No way is he getting away. I'm just following the target at the moment. And okay, so that kill's done. Backstabber's looking for a new target. The E100 comes into sight again. And I see another target up north. It's up the east, and that's the FB4005 and that IS-7. And I'm going to try and get a shot in the IS-7. But at this moment, Backstabber contacts me and says, yep, there's a new target for you. It's an FB4005 and I need immediate assistance. There goes the IS-7. There's the FB4005 dialing in on target. Mark the spot. So I tell everyone that's where I'm looking. There's the FB4005. Rounds out. Direct hit on his turret for 1,277 hit points. That's Arty. That's what you want to do. And now Backstabber's going to go in on him. And 283 from that shot. I'm reloading. He's going to try again, I think. And there comes an Arty round from the Conqueror gun carriage to finish him off. And that wins the game. Unfortunately, we did lose BearFace, but it was a good victory. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how everyone got on. I think you will be surprised at the overall results. And here's the end of battle results, and we can see that Backstabber the Great did absolutely fantastic in that game. He was spotting like a king in the swamp, and he got second class mastery in that game. He did get a demolition expert because he exploded one of the enemies, and he also got a spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, on top of which he killed 2 of the enemy Arty, which earned him a Pascucci's medal and a patrol duty for being the only one spotting at least 6 enemy vehicles whilst they were damaged. And he was sitting in that swamp. Nobody could see him, and he could see most of the enemy tanks that were all around him at the time. His win rate for the game was only 2,130, but don't let that deceive you, because obviously win rate is worked out from the amount of damage and tanks you do. And of course he was spotting like a champion at that in the swamp, and we can see that from the fact that he actually spotted 8 enemy vehicles, just one short of getting what he needed to get the scout medal as well. And he also assisted in the damage of 8 enemy vehicles on top of that, and killed 2 enemy vehicles, obviously the 2 Arty. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he stands. And we can see that on this table, we're looking for the T100 LT. He's on the anonymizer. There he is, 1,494 hit points of damage during the game, 2 kills, and 995 base XP. Yes, he got the top in base XP on this game. And that was mainly because he did so much spotting. And we'll see the details of the spotting very shortly when we go to the details chart. And if we then switch to BearFace, and we can see that BearFace managed to pick up a spotter as well in that game for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, and also a Fire for Effect medal. Unfortunately, no battle hero medals in this one, but her win rate was 1,747, which is still very decent indeed. And we can see that she didn't get any kills during the game, but she did get some damage on the enemy. So let's have a look at team scores for her, and we can see that she was also anonymized, and it came out with 2,569, wrong way around, that's it, 2,569 hit points of damage during the game. No kills, but she did get 679 base XP, which puts her about mid-table. And so let's have a quick look at what I managed to get. Well, I only got a 3rd class tanker in that game, surprisingly. I did get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 6 in total. And I didn't get any battle hero medals either. Backstabber the Great was the only one to get epic medals or battle hero medals. I think actually the patrol duty is an epic medal actually. And he managed to get a win rate, or I managed to get a win rate of 2,378 during that game. If we look at the team scores and see exactly where I came, I actually managed to get the second highest damage on my team, but I was actually the third highest damage overall. The T100 LT that was on the ramp, he did 3,234 hit points of damage, popping up and down like he did. And the high scorer was actually the ship barn on our own team, who picked up a high caliber for 6,751 hit points of damage. And I think that was because he was taking care of business on the south end of the map. And then, of course, I've got the 3136. No kills, but I did get 706 base XP, which puts me a little further down the table. As I said, it was Backstabber who managed to get the highest base XP in the game, 995. He was very efficient sitting in the swamp. So let's have a look at the detailed responses, and we'll quickly move back. And if we go to the detail report first for Backstabber, he fired 11 shots, got 7 direct hits, 6 penetration, and damage of 1,494 hit points of damage, of which 323 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, one of which was a penetration, 1 hit by way of splash damage, and that was the one from the T92 who shotgunned him right at the end of the game. He spotted 8 enemy vehicles, just 1 short of getting the scout medal, and destroyed or damaged 5 of the enemy, destroyed 2, and did 8,166 hit points on spotting assist during that game, and that's why his XP was so high. He earned that XP the hard way by spotting as many enemies as he could for his teammates. On a premium count, he earned 67,568 credits, got 27,703 from holiday ops, so his total 95,271, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away a profit of 61,137 credits. He got 8 bonds for the awards and 11 for the battle, total 19. He got 1,492 XP, times 2 for the first victory, and took away 2,985 altogether. Now let's have a look at the detail report for BearFace. She fired 14 shots, got 11 direct hits, that's even better accuracy, 7 penetrations though. The gun let her down, I think, on some occasions. It got tracks instead of actually going through and doing damage into the hitbox. 2,569 hit points of damage, of which 1,452 were at more than 300 meters. Those were the shots on the M48 pattern as he was trying to get away. She received 6 hits from the enemy, 3 of which were penetrations, including that last one, and 3 non-penetrations. A couple of those shots were from the TVP. In fact, all 3 of them were from the TVP. 2 of them that actually hit the tracks as she was trying to retreat, and 1 that bounced off the front of the vehicle because it was at the wrong angle when she was trying to shoot round the corner. She also received 1 hit by way of splash damage as well. She blocked damage of 320 hit points in total, spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 4 of the enemy, didn't get any kills though, and 1,289 hit points of spotting assist during that game. And that's for getting the first spot on the T100 LT. On a premium count, she earned 42,608 credits, got 16,617 from holiday ops, and the total came to 59,225. After repair and ammunition resupply, took away 17,425 credits profit. She picked up 6 bonds for the battle, and that was all, but 1,018 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,037 altogether. Let's have a look at my stats for that game and see how I got on. Well, I only fired 6 shots in that game, but I got 1 direct hit, and it was a penetration, and I think you know which one that was. Yep, I'm pretty certain it was him. Let's have a look. Yes, I penetrated the ship barn for 1,277 hit points. Now that's what Arty is supposed to do. It's supposed to, if it hits a target, to disintegrate it, to make it, turn it into little pieces, because that's what Arty is there for. And well, I got 4 splashes as well, damage of 3,136 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. I damaged 5 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but I did get 1,307 hit points of stun assist off 5 stuns. On a premium count, I earned 54,795 credits, and after ammunition off the holiday ops, I got 22,740, and that brought a total of 77,535. After ammunition resupply, and these shells are expensive, but I didn't fire that many, I actually ended up with a profit of 62,535 credits. I earned 7 bonds for the battle, and 1,059 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,118. Now, I thoroughly recommend platooning with Backstabber the Great and with BearFace. They are absolutely really brilliant players, and it's a pleasure to play with them because they know how to find the enemy and know how to spot the enemy for you. So as an Arty, you can then do a lot of damage. So if Backstabber does come online, he's got his own TeamSpeak station or his own TeamSpeak channel. So if you want to platoon with him, then you can do so in privacy or with BearFace as well, and or with more than one of you, and then you can really enjoy a lot of choice targets found for you, and he'll play any of the tiers. Well, most of them. He doesn't like to play anything lower tier, but he does play it on occasion, just for the laughs. And so yes, you will really enjoy it because you can very much get a sort of like it's a very much a synergy. You know, you in a platoon like that, you feel that you're actually contributing a lot to the battle because you're helping your teammates to win for you. And in this game, actually, I was carried a lot by Backstabber's spots, and I really felt great when that shot on the FV4005 came available, because you don't often get an Arty shot on a ship barn and manage to pen it. So well done for finding him for me. If you enjoy these replays with a multi-perspective, do let us know, because we want to provide the best experience. I know I'm not doing exactly the same as Klaus Kellerman does, because he edits and gets little snippets where you do cuts and chops between different players at the same moments in time to see exactly what they were doing. I'm not doing that so much because I can't put the edit on exactly the way I want it to at the moment, and because I've got so many replays to do, it's far easier to do them one after the other. I can do the other sort, but it just takes so much longer to do, and I'd much rather get as many replays out as I can so everybody's happy with the videos. And so thanks very much indeed to Backstabber the Great. We've got more videos on the way from him, so do stay tuned to this channel. I've got a series of videos where he takes a T57 heavy tank and marks it, so you might want to watch that to see exactly how it's done. I do know we've had other replays from Oppenheimer where he's marked a T57 heavy, but I think this will be interesting to watch. So thanks very much for watching this video.